Hello everyone and welcome to my Bachelor Nation 24 channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos and Chock Chapples' first holiday season together could set the tone for the entire relationship. After getting engaged on The Golden Bachelorette, Joan Vassos and Chock Chappell are spending their first festive season as a duo, and this may be a pivotal time in their relationship. If that sounds like a lot of pressure, that's because it is. By spending the holidays together, they're going to learn a lot about each other and get to spend time with each other's families. 61-year-old Joan has 4 adult children, while 60-year-old Chock has 2 adult children of his own. They're both very close to their children and are determined to bring their families together after their engagement. Though Joan and Chock met each other's children during the Golden Bachelorette Season 1, the holidays will be the first time they all get to spend time together away from the prying eyes of a camera crew. Since getting engaged, Joan and Chock seem to be truly happy together, and they wanted to share that happiness with their children. They recently spent Thanksgiving together at Joan's home in Maryland, and next they may spend Christmas in Kansas with Chock. Read on to find out how Joan and Chock's entire future could depend on how well the holidays go. The first big test for Joan and Chock was Thanksgiving, and the Golden Bachelor Season 1 couple seemed to have passed it with flying colors. Joan invited Chock and his children, Taylor and Tyler Chappell, to her Maryland home, alongside her own children, Nicholas, Erica, Allison, and Luke. Joan later posted Instagram photos from the Vassos Chapel Thanksgiving holiday gathering, and everything seemed to go well, but Joan and Chock's later comments suggest there could be some family drama. Though Joan and Chock's holiday photos suggest their first family gathering was a success, the Golden Bachelorette couple recently made some concerning comments. Joan recently posted an Instagram video in which she and Chock talk about bringing their families together. At one point, Joan admits that the family part is a little harder right now. It's unclear what Joan meant by the statement, but it could suggest their children aren't all supportive of the relationship. Long before joining the cast of The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan was married to Joan Vassos, and they were deeply in love. After 32 years of marriage and 4 children, Joan was diagnosed with cancer and passed away in 2021, leaving Joan a widow. Joan's birthday happened to fall during the holiday season, and Joan and her family went to the cemetery to sing happy birthday to Joan. Chock and his children were at Joan's house when she and her children went to the cemetery, which Joan acknowledged was a little awkward, but everyone made it work. Joan had been clear that Joan would always be a big part of her life, which Chock had accepted. Chock, too, lost someone he loved. In 2022, Catherine Gorey, Chock's fiancée of 9 years, passed away after a battle against cancer. After meeting each other on The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, they both learned that there's room in their hearts for more love. After spending Thanksgiving at Joan's house in Maryland, maybe Joan and Chock will invite all their children to spend Christmas at Chock's house in Kansas. Since getting engaged on The Golden Bachelorette Season 1, Joan and Chock have decided to keep their homes and travel back and forth until they can find a new place to live together. They've been spotted apartment hunting in NYC, so their next Christmas together could be in the Big Apple. Here's a creative take on Joan Vassos and Chock Chappell's first holiday season together. Let's dive into this festive scenario. Asterisk asterisk, the first holiday season. A prelude to forever asterisk asterisk. Joan Vassos had always envisioned her holidays as serene, filled with soft candlelight, the scent of fresh pine, and a chorus of laughter from loved ones. This year, however, things were different. Instead of her usual quiet traditions, she was preparing for a whirlwind. Her first holiday season with Chock Chappell, the charismatic and unpredictable man who had swept her off her feet on asterisk, the Golden Bachelorette asterisk. Chock's energy was infectious, his approach to life larger than anything Joan had ever encountered. And while his boundless enthusiasm was part of what made her fall for him, It also left her wondering how their vastly different personalities would mesh in the high-stakes setting of the holidays. This is where we'll see if we're really compatible, Joan confided to her best friend during a phone call one chilly December morning. The holidays are such a big deal for me, and I know they mean a lot to him too. What if we can't find a middle ground? Joan, her friend laughed. This is your hallmark moment asterisk. Enjoy it. Who knows? It might just be the beginning of something even more magical. Chock's bold plans Meanwhile, Chock had his own set of expectations for the season. For him, the holidays were about going big. He wasn't just thinking about stringing lights around the house or baking cookies. He was envisioning a full-blown holiday carnival. His ideas ranged from organizing a neighborhood snowball fight to hosting a gingerbread making contest, complete with a cash prize. I want this to be the most unforgettable Christmas Joan has ever had, Chock told his son during a brainstorming session. She's elegant, sure, but I think she'll appreciate a little fun and chaos too. His son, ever the pragmatist, raised an eyebrow. Dad, just don't scare her off. You know, Joan isn't exactly the dress up as Santa and ride a mechanical reindeer type. Chock waved him off. Nonsense? She'll love it. And if she doesn't, well, we'll compromise. Isn't that what relationships are about? The first compromise The first sign that the holiday season might test their relationship came when they discussed where to spend Christmas. Joan had always hosted a quiet, intimate dinner at her home, while Chock was accustomed to traveling to his sister's ranch in Montana for a raucous family reunion. Why don't we combine traditions? Joan suggested over coffee one morning. We could have dinner at my place, then head to Montana the next day. Chock hesitated. But the big family snowman competition is on Christmas Day. It's tradition. Joan smiled, her patience tested but intact. And so is my Christmas Eve dinner. Let's start our own tradition this year, something that's just ours. Chock leaned back, considering her words. All right, he said finally, but only if you promise to participate in the snowman competition. And I mean really participate. None of this sitting on the sidelines sipping hot cocoa business. Joan laughed. Deal. The tree decorating fiasco Decorating the Christmas tree proved to be another adventure. Joan's tree was typically a masterpiece, adorned with delicate glass ornaments she had collected over the years and draped in perfectly coordinated ribbons. Chock, on the other hand, had a box of mismatched, quirky decorations, including a handmade popsicle stick star from his childhood. This one's my favorite, he said, holding up an ornament shaped like a fishing lure. It reminds me of the time my dad and I caught the biggest bass you've ever seen. Joan eyed the ornament, unsure of how it would fit into her carefully curated aesthetic. But when she saw the nostalgic gleam in Chock's eyes, she softened. All right, she said, but it's going on the back of the tree. Chock grinned. Compromise. I like it. By the time they finished, the tree was a delightful mix of Joan's elegance and Chock's whimsy, a visual representation of their budding relationship. A rocky Christmas dinner Christmas Eve dinner was where things truly came to a head. Joan had planned a sophisticated menu, roasted Cornish hens, wild rice pilaf, and a delicate pear tart for dessert. Chock, however, showed up with a surprise. Ta-da! He announced, unveiling a platter of deep-fried turkey legs. You can't have Christmas without a little grease. Joan's jaw dropped. Chock, I spent hours planning this menu. He looked sheepish. I just wanted to add a little of my touch. But if it's too much, I'll put them away. Joan took a deep breath, then burst into laughter. Let's serve them as appetizers. Who knows? They might be a hit.